So you've talked about the welfare state. Let's talk about the nanny state.
Yeah. Well, it is a nanny state. And I think the question for us is, who does it best, the government or ourselves? Can we self-govern? And I think that that was the question that the founders put on the table. Can a society self-govern? If you have principles of faith, that we believe in God and that there is an eternity that will keep you, in the evil at bay. If we have the virtues of capitalism, where anyone can put their talent on the table and lift themselves up, and you have the protections, the rule of law, and the Constitution, can we do this? And I think it's still an open question. Can man self-govern? And there are those in our society who really don't believe so, and they really want a nanny state. They really don't think that, they have no belief that people can actually make good choices for themselves, whether it's drinking out of certain straws or not.
Or soda size.
Or soda size. I mean, it's gotten really crazy now. Or be an armed citizen. Right. I mean, this is something that we are going to debate. I have a new book coming out. It's called Necessary Noise, and it's talking about this Trump administration and how he does inflame the cultural war, but why this is good news for our society, because it's a debate we should have. Are we a people to self-govern, or are we a people that need a nanny state?
Wow. He's making a difference, there's no question. I looked at the statistics on black unemployment relative to white. So black unemployment is the lowest level in history.
Right.
But the gap between black and white unemployment has shrunk, hasn't it?
It's shrunk tremendously so, and I think this is good news. And it's going to be hard for others to argue against the stimulation in our economy, and in particular when you look at African Americans, a lot of attention is being placed there because this is one of the ethnic groups that doesn't vote the way it polls. When you think about the voting patterns of, let's say, the Asian population, 29% poll as conservative and 29% vote Republican, and in the Latino community, 28% poll as conservative and 28% vote for Republican. But in the black community, 22% poll as conservative, but only 8% poll as vote for Republican. So that 14 points is what's up for grab, and that's one of the reasons that the Democrats are so adamant to play the race card and try to keep keep attention off of the economy, and that the fact that blacks are faring much better under President Trump.
Yeah, and
they did even under Obama.
They've lost a lot of political power. Whenever you find one party and you say, that's my party forever, no matter what they do, you lose all your political power.
Well, you know what? It's interesting that you would even bring that up, because blacks have never been consistent there either. I mean, it was just more African Americans voted for Nixon the first time he ran than they voted for Kennedy the first time he ran. The Republican Party was a party of African Americans. The Republicans lost them during the Goldwater civil rights era. But so that means that this community could come back to the Republican Party with the right set of circumstances, and we're seeing some of those circumstances with the appointments on the courts, because black community, black church community is very, very concerned about some of these social issues, in particular abortion and how they've been targeted there, but also on economic issues, to finally have enough breathing room to think about where you're going to send your child to school and or whether you can afford to buy a house.